Actually, a very deep-seated relationship of Israel's trust of the Creator Himself, both for individuals and for the nation as a whole, is involved in letting the land have its rest. Do we trust God or not? In the process of giving the Ten Commandments, Exodus 20 connects Israel's deliverance from bondage, verse number 2. It starts, I brought you out of Egypt, I can take care of you. And with God's creation of the entire universe and His rest on the seventh day. Now, He rested not because He was tired, but because He was finished. And it's a finished creation. This observance was to be carried out throughout their generations in their tabernacle and temple worship, since they were God's tangible representatives to all nations. That is vitally, vitally important. Israel is God's chosen people for a chosen mission. I probably don't have any Jewish ancestry. That's fine. I'm grafted in. I'm a child of the King, and I'm very pleased to be a child of the King. But God has a very special mission. Number one, this mission, as described in the Scripture, is to give witness to the one true God. Now, at the Creation Evidence Museum, in the center, there is a little cow god, Baalet. And she's made of very hard jadeite. That is not a replica. The very first idol worship tangibilized on planet Earth was at Byblos in Lebanon near the coast. The temple of Baalet is there. They worshiped the cow god, who then gave birth and sustenance to all her offspring, all the other tangible gods. They can all be traced back to Baalet. That God that's in the center here, don't worship it. It is the original. That's the jadeite God that they worshiped. But adjacent to it is Darwinian evolution. The reason we display that God is that it parallels Darwinian evolution, that there sprang one original life form, and from that life form, all life forms that we see in the entire global network sprang from that one life form. That is absolute heresy, but it is taught at every major institution in the world. It is taught on radio and television. It is the theory of evolution, and it parallels directly the original Baalet God worship. That's the reason we have the two parallel there. But the Jews, in the midst of all that universal idolatry, were to witness to the one true God. You can't destroy all the other gods unless you're in the land where you own. If you own the land, you can destroy it. Deuteronomy 6:4, Isaiah 45. To illustrate, number two, the Jews were set apart to illustrate to the nations the blessedness of serving the true God. It's not simply that there is one true God. It is a joyous blessing to serve Him, to know Him, to have peace, to know that in spite of the storms that were predicted last night and night before last, in spite of the river that's rising, God is still in control. Use the best judgment you can, but let God be God. And it's a joy to know that we have Him living within us. Deuteronomy 33, 1 Chronicles 17, and Psalm 144 are proof texts